Hey guys, welcome back to another Know Before You Go guide, part two. This is the updated version of the guide because after a lot of more volunteering sessions with the seniors just recently, I realized that a lot of people were pushing for us to try to implement some small, healthy activities or active activities when we're trying to interview or have conversations with them during the Generational Bridge program, or when we're delivering hygiene kits, or whenever we're doing our spa days with the seniors. And I think I really resonated with this a lot because a lot of the times I see a lot of our seniors cooped up in their rooms. They don't really get all of that active activities or active lifestyles in their lives. And so I really want to make sure that we are acknowledging ways that we can implement some of those active lifestyles in their lives. Okay, so understanding elderly health conditions. So, of course, as people age, their physical strength, their flexibility, and their energy levels do tend to decrease over time. And we really need to make sure that we're understanding and acknowledging this. That's why sometimes it's hard for seniors to really be open to people or make as many friends as easily. And that's why sometimes some of us have to push and crack at the hard barriers that our seniors put up to protect themselves. But over time, whenever these barriers and walls are knocked down over time, we can really help to establish really strong, open relationships with our seniors. And I feel like that's one of the best parts of doing this and volunteering with the seniors with Young and Old United. So it's really important to know that emotional and social changes can help to affect daily life. And while these changes are natural, they do require proper attention. And healthy habits help seniors stay independent and confident. Okay, moving on. What are some common health challenges? So, a lot of you guys already know some of the common health challenges that our seniors face, but here's just a quick reminder for those of you who don't know or those of you who aren't as knowledgeable on the topic. So, some of the older adults often face issues such as joint pain, reduced mobility, chronic illness, and loneliness. And we as young and old really emphasize helping to mitigate loneliness in whatever way that we can, and I always reference this statistic the most, but 1 in 5 Americans in the United States often experience isolation. And this is known by the World Health Organization in 2023. And this challenge is only continuing to increase and rise over time in the American population, especially because of since the COVID-19 pandemic and because of the whole transition into a digital modern age where it's becoming very difficult for us to have as many face to face interactions. So we really want to make sure that we're trying to help mitigate any of the consequences of these effects, such as stress and depression. And oftentimes, a lack of activity or physical activity can worsen these conditions. So as youth volunteers, I want to make sure that we're really emphasizing and focusing on any early care that can help to prevent further decline. So, what are some healthy aging solutions? So, definitely staying active and maintaining a balanced diet and having regular health checkups are incredibly important for healthy aging. I want you to know that a lot of the times, whenever we are interacting with our seniors, we end up having a lot of influence with them because of the trust that we've built. So, we can actually encourage them to engage in healthy health checkups over time and regular health checkups. So, I remember that for the first senior home that a lot of our volunteers in Houston worked with, a lot of the seniors were super, super duper scared of colonoscopies and colonoscopy procedures. And of course, anyone would be. I would be too. There's so much of like a negative stigma around the procedure. So it was really important for us to figure out some ways to help to encourage our seniors to go out there and get that checkup that they needed. So through a lot of discussion and conversation, we were actually able to convince more than 82% of our seniors to go out there and take that colonoscopy, which was a big win for us because we did not think these seniors were very hell bent against going. But the fact that we were able to help encourage them to get this regular health monitoring and checkup done was a big win for us. So simple daily routines can improve overall well being, and these small changes can bring long term benefits. So, of course, I really do want to make sure that we're emphasizing some daily physical activities that we can help to implement. So, for example, whenever you're having some generational bridging initiatives occurring, when you're having your conversations or interviews with the seniors, it's really easy to implement some light exercises such as walking, stretching, and breathing exercises. So instead of sitting down in their rooms, you can encourage them to take a walk around the senior home or shelter that you're at, or even going outside, get some vitamin D. Sometimes you can even convince your seniors to make a quick salad with you, or a Caesar salad, or maybe some healthy snack alternatives. I love doing this with Betty because Grandma Betty, she's one of the seniors that I've worked with. I love, love, love her to death, but we have this big passion for like baking and cooking and just working with our hands in general. And so we really do, I really like try to suggest like healthier alternatives for us to make. Of course, every now and then she does make amazing cookies, but we definitely, and I try to make sure that we're making some healthier alternatives as well to really help to positively influence her in the right direction to make those healthy habit changes. So, what are some healthy lifestyle patterns? So, a healthy routine often includes nutritious meals, enough sleep, and proper hydration. So, these are the three main key things that work together in conjunction. So, you want to make sure that your senior is really focusing on all of these three things. So, for example, with nutritious meals, you kind of saw how I like helped Grandma Betty to cook really healthy recipes sometimes. And so there's like small little ways you can help to influence your seniors to adopt healthy lifestyle patterns. You want to make sure that they're consistent because consistency is the key to long term well being. Okay, now active living for a better life. Healthy aging is possible with active habits, balanced routines, and supportive environments. I want you to keep in mind that physical, mental, and social health must be cared for together. It plays a role, and everyone plays a role in healthy elderly well being. So, active living leads to happier golden years. So, I know that Young and Old really makes sure to emphasize a lot of that social aspect of things, but I do want to make sure that I'm helping you guys to acknowledge the physical aspect of things and really try to inspire you to integrate some creative ways that are better suited for each of your individual seniors and are tailored to each of your seniors to get some of that like physical activity that they deserve. So, of course, for any like more information or guidance or elderly health programs, definitely contact healthcare providers or local community support services. And of course, Young and Old is always a resource available to you guys in case you need some answers or you need some advice on how to deal with a senior. Or we can even like provide help for certain specific situations that you guys are facing. So definitely reach out whenever you can. Our team is super responsive and we love to talk to you guys. So definitely reach out. We're here for you. And so I really hope that this entire video information session was incredibly helpful for you guys. And I hope that you got to take a lot away from this. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this entire video as much as me. And hopefully you got all the way to the end. So thank you so much for tuning in.